The Indian film industry is among the largest film industries in the world because nearly 2,000 films are produced every year. And with COVID, we are looking at restrictions. But today we're talking about what does it take to break in this industry, where there are many chasing for that one big break. What is the hidden cost of stardom in Bollywood? That is the Hindi film industry.
Do biases happen? Do you get roles because you know somebody? Of course. And those can also be lucky breaks, right? You were at the right place at the right time. I mean, I was just interviewing a few days ago Chunky Pandey, who started in the business 33 years ago. And he told me he walked into the bathroom of the Holiday Inn hotel, and Pelhaj Nilani, the producer, just happened to be there, and they happened to have a conversation, and he happened to offer him a film.
I would like to know the conversation. I would like to know what that conversation was. But Sahiba, now the actor that Anupama, the actor that Anupama referred to. Now, interestingly, his daughter has also found a way into Bollywood, and she's been offered roles. And do you feel that there is a sense of what many have called nepotism and favoritism, that those kids who are born in film family have it easier than other struggling actors such as yourself? And have you lost out on roles because of these kind of connections?
An actor like me who's not from the industry, I don't think it reduces my opportunity to get work. It increases competition. And yes, I do feel that they have the first step easier than others. I do agree. I have to probably be with 100 people in an audition room while they have skipped that part.
But Adil, let me quote Kangana Ranaut is the actor, an Indian actor, who's alleged that the heavyweights of Bollywood, whom she calls movie mafia, tried to destroy her career. She says that there are those who try and make the outsiders, again, people who are trying to come and break in this industry, a social pariah. There are forces that can destroy your career. Another actor, Raveena Tandon, has said that there are camps in Bollywood. There are mean girl groups in Bollywood. What is your view, Adil?
Bollywood film industry, the people, those who are producers, directors, and there is a history behind. They did not land from Mars. They are a product of our society, our education system. Our education system, had taught us that we have to be able to fit into to compete with this cutthroat, competition. Imagine the analogy. It's cutthroat. I mean, how violent that is. We are a product of that education system. At the same time, I must say that if we call cinema is a form of art, then we, ideally, the practitioner of art, we must strive to go above this pettiness.
Anupama, where do you stand on this?
Of course, there's groupism. Of course, there's favoritism. I mean, until 20 years ago, the Hindi film industry wasn't even an industry. It was literally a loose kind of gathering of 4 to 5 families, the Kapoors, the Chopras, who made movies. They were A-list. So why are we thinking that there won't be, and so many people are related to each other. Somebody's someone's uncle, someone's aunt. Of course, there's going to be favoritism and groupism, but are people sitting in their offices and actively thinking, oh, we will not let them in? I mean, to me, it's comical.
Well, hold on to that thought, because on that note, let me also introduce someone who's been a leading actor and has seen success and failures in Bollywood. I spoke with Mandana Karimi earlier this week. Mandana came to Bollywood in 2013 to try out acting and has delivered several blockbuster hits. She's also been part of TV shows and is now doing web series. And Mandana came from Iran, where she grew up watching Bollywood movies when she was 6 years old. She's achieved her dream, but she's also got a story of struggle to tell. So do listen in.
Language was a big problem for me, and Hindi for me wasn't like out of space because I learned my English also by watching films. So I started doing the same thing. You know, I started like watching a lot of movies and listening to a lot of songs.
But tell us also about the pressure of looking the part. And did you have to maintain, say, a strict diet or change the way you dressed?
In the beginning, I used to be a model, do like a couple of films, but then the moment you become a known face, where you go to the cafe or you go somewhere and people know you, right? There is a constant non-stop judgment that, oh, did you see she looked like this? Oh, did you see? So I used to take that pressure a lot in the beginning. So in the beginning, as you said, yes, I tried to look, you know, Indian. I was, you know, I had my long hair. I used to wear a lot of Indian outfits and I used to try to look Indian.
Let's shift gears and talk about social media as well, Mandana. And you've had experience of some nasty trolling. Just last year, when you were wearing a bikini, some of your fans felt that it offended their religious sentiments because it was during the holy month of Ramadan. How do you deal with social media trolls?
To be honest, it's kind of upsetting because social media is a great part of my job, or great, I mean, it's a big part of our lives. And it's 2020. People need to just, you know, stop making social media as such a dark and unhappy place. From my experience, I apparently inspire a lot of women. And if one person gonna change their life because of my bikini, so let it be. So you deal with your unhappy place and your sad life.
Well, let me take our audience through a phase of your life where after 2016, you delivered hit films. You suddenly didn't get work. And it was a period where you left films, you left television. How did you deal with that period of failure?
There were people who were trying to stop me from being part of projects, because I remember I was removed from 3 films. I was removed from project where the star actually said, we don't want to work with Mandana, you know, she's a trouble. Kind of, instead of hating it or instead of judging it or instead of becoming a bitter person, I understood the business part of it and I was like, you know what, great, you don't want me in your film, fantastic, I'm going to get a small film.
In the last 3 months, we've seen at least 4 television and film actors have allegedly died by suicide. And there are indications of a deeper malaise and of pressures, of failures that need to be addressed. And that's why, let me ask you this. Do you think now the industry is at an inflection point where work culture of Bollywood, with a focus on mental wellness, can be changed?
I hope it's an inflection point because look, it's a private enterprise. No one's going to make rules for how Bollywood can run or how production cast people production houses should cast. You know, they will cast who they want to cast. But I think, as Adil said, if we want to evolve to a better place, I think we need to use this time to really look inwards and say, how can we all do better?
Okay, but Adil, you're a self-made actor. You said you've got a lucky break. You're from Northeast India and you've crossed continents to work in international films as well. But what is the difference in culture that you see? Is the industry culture same?
In the West, they have this respect for actors and I'm sure towards the other crew members. So this I don't see it in, and if the film makes money, then I'm going to get a percentage. These things are settled there. SAG, the Screens Actors Guild, and I think this is called AFTRA, SAG-AFTRA. I'm a member of that thing, and they have done this MOUs with all the producers in functioning in America, and they have to follow those rules. Like SAG officials would come and ask me personally that, have you been working more than 8 hours a day at all in any given day? And if I say yes, they will stop the shoot.
With that, it's a wrap on the show. Thank you everyone for joining us and sharing your insights and your experiences from the Bollywood industry. It's not an easy road, and stardom has its own cost, but I hope that there would be a little more thought given to the accountability and we can see a better workplace culture even in Bollywood. Thank you for joining us. You can write into us on Delhi_WorkLifeIndia@bbc.co.uk. You can also tweet using #WorkLifeIndia. Till we meet next time, Namaste.